Where are they now is often our go-to question when it comes to former child stars. But today, through podcasts and social media, the celebrities we grew up with on screen are candidly answering that question themselves.
I feel like me and all my friends are just waking up from this slumber of trauma. And we're saying, oh my gosh, like here we are, we're still standing, we're stronger than ever.
You may remember Christy Carlson Romano as the overachieving middle child on Disney Channel's Even Stevens, or as the crime-fighting cartoon cheerleader Kim Possible. Today, she's the host of Vulnerable, a podcast about the ups and downs of growing up in the spotlight, the need for child labor reform in entertainment, as well as her own experiences with fame, trauma, and sobriety.
I have been sober long enough now where I feel like I can truly be of service to others in my community. My community just happens to look like people you've seen on your TV shows your whole life.
Since the project first started this spring, Romano has interviewed other former child stars like Will Friedle of Boy Meets World, Mara Wilson of Matilda, Jodie Sweetin of Full House, and Allison Stoner of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Like we work so hard to be relatable, but none of us have been to prom. None of us my first kiss was, I think, one of the Sprouse twins on camera. Like, that's not normal.
There's no poking or prodding in her hour-long interviews, but instead a sense of friendly familiarity and honesty. That's because for Romano and her guests, the topics discussed are as personal as they are timely. Before the recent death of former teen pop star Aaron Carter, he was scheduled to be a guest on Vulnerable to talk about addiction and sobriety.
It felt like almost like a little brother, even though I did not know him. I don't want to claim to know him. It felt like a little brother in arms, so to speak, was like lost to the trauma and the chaos of growing up in the industry without sort of any safety net.
That's why Romano advocates for child labor reform in entertainment, an issue heightened even more after the fashion brand Balenciaga published a series of controversial ads featuring children surrounded by sex paraphernalia.
The only thing I really care about right now is the kids that were in those pictures. Are they okay? It doesn't surprise me, but it's not acceptable. And Balenciaga needs to make amends.
Romano is hoping to build a coalition around child labor reform in entertainment, from advocating for more federal protections, guidelines for onset to mental health professionals, and rehabilitation programs to solve what fellow former child star Allison Stoner calls the toddler to train wreck pipeline.
So it's a very multi-layered issue. That is exactly why my coalition is gaining steam, because it needs to happen.
Casey Mendoza, Newsy.